Okay, let's look at some crazy cool houses. Okay, let me get our favorite music out. It's a staple of my YouTube channel. We love this music. So, for those of you who don't know, we're going to be looking at some interesting, or as, well, what Zillow would refer to as unique homes, creative and quirky living, or as I like to call it, nightmare houses. Because some of these houses are so stupid and so over the top, they're unnecessary and kind of weird. But I also love going through them. So, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. So basically what they've done is they've gone through and they've collected all the weird, quirky houses, which, if you don't know, quirky means basically weird. Let's look at this one. This is, as they explain, there's no need to park in the mountains when the rock climbing is right at your doorstep. Okay, so the Portland, Oregon-based company combined two of the things its clients enjoyed the most, fitness and being outside, into a 250 square foot custom-built home. So basically, it's a trailer that you can climb. Actually, it's not too terrible. I mean, look at the bathroom. And you got some like space up here for lounging, where you eat. It's not bad. The bathroom looks really nice. My only question is, where does all the stuff go in the toilet? Sure, we can have a change of music, but first we have to get at least our fill of the Wii music. Where does all the waste go? Like when you poop and pee, where does all that go? Does it just like fall out a hole in the bottom? Also, how do you keep energy if you're in the middle of nowhere? Like, how do you keep, is it running like on a generator? Like, how are the lights working? And like, where do you get, is it an electric grill? Like, where do you get the, or is it gas? Because where do you hook up the gas? Also, I don't really see like seasoned mountain climbers being like, ooh, I'd love this, and climbing this and being like, oh, I just got my fill for climbing a mountain. You know, my great-grandfather used to say that there are some rich people in the world who have too much money and don't really know what to do with it. This is what they do with it. Like, honestly, look down deep in your heart and ask yourself, do I need this in my life? I could go stay at a place and rock climb, or I could go stay in a cabin. But I don't need to bring rock climbing to the woods. Whale watch from any of this home's 3 rooftop decks. This looks like a normal one. Okay, this looks kind of normal. Except there's grass growing on the roof. A team of architects from a Seattle-based firm worked on the design, drew inspiration from the island's stark natural beauty. I guess wood-burning stoves are back in. Honestly, it's not bad. Do I necessarily want grass growing on the top of my roof? Probably not. But it's interesting, you know? I wouldn't necessarily move in there. Whatever happened to just having a standard window, you know? A standard square window, one that I can look out. Not one that I need to get a stepladder. Also, how do you get out of, like, is that... I need a better view of the house. Like, you have no front yard. You literally just walk out here or out here, and you literally just off the side of the cliff. Hibernate luxurious in this 5,570 square foot cave mansion. It's only 2.75 million. Underground spring, a waterfall. You know, and the day an earthquake comes, you can be buried alive in your own house. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say, yeah, I agree with you, Skade. This would not be like my forever home, you know, like, or my all year home, but, you know, like going for a week or two. I'd just be so freaked out if there's ever like an earthquake and you'd be buried in here like in a tomb. This would be like where a geologist lives. Although if there's ever the end of the world, you got the perfect house for it to protect yourself from it. Oh, the Beckman Creek Cave is no longer for sale, but it is for rent. The home has been transformed into a luxurious vacation rental, available for nightly stays, so anyone can now experience this unique space. How much is rent? It doesn't say. It said it was worth 2.75 million, but it didn't say how much you could rent it for. Like kneading dough. This unique shaped house is just one reason she and her husband moved. The rest of the story lies inside its walls and begins with the walls themselves. They're made from cob, a combination of clay, sand, and straw. Wait, clay, sand, and straw. I feel like there's a child fairy tale about that. So this lady is basically living in a house made of mud. Oh, hold on. There's a video.
Hi, I'm Alexis, and this is Hildy's Cob Cottage. My husband and I met at a cob building workshop.
It's awfully small.
Welsh word for a type of traditional earth architecture. You can build about a foot a day. The walls go up between 6 to 8 weeks.
I was about to say, it's eco-friendly, but they had all the wood, but it's salvage, so
This came out of what's now the pond.
they won.
This one was the first fully legal cob in BC. So it has electricity, it has plumbing, it has 1 bedroom.
Well, it's not that eco-friendly if it has electricity. How's that eco-friendly? Wouldn't a house fit for an Amish family? Well, I don't even think the Amish would live in this. So basically, this entire house is made of dirt, mud. And if it gets too wet, it basically turns back into mud. Ooh, like Minecraft. Pretty much, except Minecraft, I think it's even more reliable. The Pumpkin Carver's Lake House, a home for his hobby. Sounds not good. Yeah, no, I personally would not live in here, but you know. See how Russ Leno is pursuing his passion in a place he truly calls home. You could die one rainy day. Yeah, literally. Yeah, your house could literally cause a mudslide, and you could die. This is the Pumpkin Carver's house. Oh, he's actually a pumpkin carver. It would be boring if we all did the same thing.
My name is Russ Leno. I'm a professional pumpkin sculptor. I've been sculpting.
Okay, show of hands. Did anybody know there was such a thing as a professional pumpkin carver? I mean, I knew people did it during Halloween, but never, like, professionally.
Sculpting pumpkins now professionally for a little over 25 years.
Those are pumpkins.
I live here in Shelton, Washington on Spencer Lake.
Washington State. What did I tell you?
This one, though, it's just got everything that I want. It's very spacious. There's lots of room in there to move.
So what's different about this one? It looks like a normal lake house.
And the cabinetry and how the floor is laid out, so you just feel welcomed.
There's gonna be some weird shit, isn't there? Like some weird like basement. But what's weird about it?
A mess being made inside your home.
What happened? So, what happens when the pumpkin goes bad? He just throws them away? Well, what was? Gotta eat them? Put it in a pumpkin pie. I've seen this one. This one isn't very good, and neither is this one. Oh no, this is the real. Okay, so I actually watched this one when I was initially. This is like a legit haunted house. Like a legit haunted house, and it's just owned by this guy who just lives in it. He loves it. Even though he hears things at night, he loves every minute of it.
I no longer stay here at night on my own now.
Oh yeah, and it comes with its own cemetery in the back. This is not the cemetery, but it has its own little cemetery in the back. Ooh, I love owning dead people. Imagine owning someone's house where they've buried all their family members and you just a random person.
I'm Cora, and I help to take care of the pillars here in Albion, New York. It's one of the oldest properties in the county. It was built just after the Civil War.
Looks like it. I mean, that's not normal.
I assist in any
Not to
way
me.
it is needed. I might clean the house, I might garden, but there is no doubt that the first thing that I do is have a cup of tea.
Caretaker has tea in the house? Oh yeah, this guy, he's the owner of the house.
Great pride. It's very European. There is the history, the tradition, the culture.
For some reason, having a statue of the Queen, you know, because why not?
I'm somewhat skeptical myself, and it wasn't until I'd actually witnessed several things happen here that I began to realize that there definitely is a spirit moving within the house.
Ah, yes.
There have
Spirits.
been many incidents of ghosts moving here. We've had footsteps. The piano tends to play. It's a very real spirit. Tony, what are you doing here?
Nothing. I didn't think you were working today.
I've been cleaning all day.
The spirit do look
Where have you
real,
been?
My
pretty
name's
real on
Tony
camera,
McNally,
yeah.
and this is my home.
Yeah, there's no way I could go to sleep at
All
night
my
in that
friends
house.
that come to stay here will stay in the house as long as we're all together. They all come and say things happen and stuff, but Is there a ghost? Yes, I've always known there's been a ghost here. And I do believe it's Mrs. Carr.
Guessing that's
Mrs. Carr
Carr.
was the wife of
Carl.
the original owner, Charlie Carr. And she was the lady that took care of this house and died in the ladies' parlor and was laid to rest there.
She just dropped dead in the middle of the house?
I'll stay in the house with other people, but I actually don't wish to stay alone. With all of the sightings, I think that it's a warm spirit. There's nothing evil about it.
Then why
She, having loved the house
Then why doesn't she stay, if it's a warm spirit that loves people, why doesn't she stay in the house by herself?
so much, is so happy that Tony is restoring this to its former glory.
Nah, I'm good, fam. I'm good. Yeah, no, I'm good. This house spooky. So you're saying that you want to stay there? From mysterious footsteps to children's voices and a piano that plays itself. Strange happenings have been reported since McMurdy started restoring the house. Yeah, I'm not going to be renting that house anytime soon, but I appreciate it. The Sky High Water Tower. This is an elevated home. Oh, so this is like, oh, someone built like a house out of a water tower. Not really bad. I mean, I personally wouldn't, but
The details are the thing that I like the most, the things you maybe have to look hard for. My name's Scott Oslin, and this is the world-famous water tower home.
World
Huntington,
famous, I never
where we
heard of
are,
it.
was named after a train magnet. The guys that ran the trains were really responsible for bringing people out of the cities and out into different areas.
Oh,
And
this
so
is
the
in
trains that
California, of
originally
course
came
it is.
down Needed water, 70 feet up to about.
It's actually
100
rather
feet. It
big.
was once the tallest house in America from the ground to the ceiling.
I mean, it's
In
pretty
this room,
spacious.
there's identifiers as you go around the room.
Why do you
little
need 4
plaques that
TVs in
point
one
to the
room?
thing that you're looking out over. You can see downtown Los Angeles, or you can see Catalina Island, or the different oil rigs are all named, and we have them. I also value things that are different.
wait, that made no sense. That the water tower was involved in. What wars in California was the water tower involved in? The Civil War? The American Revolution and the Civil War. The War of the Water Towers? Oh, yes. That was a bloody war. So many lost their lives. So that everyone could live in a water tower. Much water was spilled that day. More castle-like than rustic. This forested glamping retreat took the couple 3 years to build.
I like to come back here and just have a little retreat away from it all. My name is Katie O'Toole, and this is our treehouse.
So you just live
Everybody
in a
thought
treehouse?
we were crazy at the beginning. Like, what are you guys doing building a treehouse here?
Yeah, I'm pretty much
We
on board.
have a master suite bedroom that overlooks the forest, which is really nice. There's a deck where you can sit out there and have a cup of coffee. 3 living trees actually.
Okay,
growing
that's what I was
through
about
the
to ask. So is there like a
We
living
designed
tree
it
that's
with
part of
enough
it?
space for around the trees so that there's room for the trees to move.
Yeah, that does not sound like
We're
fun.
actually building our second treehouse right now.
Like a good wind comes by and you just... Okay, I think we're going to end it with this one, because this one... So, I don't know if any of you have like a family of 6, but imagine... I can't even imagine moving in with a family of 4 into a bus house. Or a house in an old school bus. Like, you really have to like your family. 4 kids and 2 adults live in just 250 square feet. Yeah, somebody'd be dead in my family. Someone would have killed somebody. They downsized what they own to renovate an old bus. There are 2 bunk beds, a master bedroom with a door, and an open kitchen. The fridge holds food for a week. There's even a rooftop deck. I wonder if they strike me as the family that'd be on TikTok, like our bus life. Hashtag our bus life. But how much are they spending on gas? They're saving money, but how much are they spending on like gassing that thing up? Also, I get so car sick. This would be like hell on earth for me. I hope you all enjoyed this little walk through Zillow. There are like 17 pages of these houses. Anybody have any favorites? Houses? I think mine would have to be the first one we looked at, which was the cave mansion, which is like a whole mansion built into a cave. So hope you guys enjoy it. If you are not following the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification so you're alerted when new videos come out. And I will see you guys next week.